Welcome, my dear students. I am your course instructor, Nabya Nehal, guest faculty in ITM University, Gwalior. Dear students, I am preparing a video lecture for BSc Agriculture 3rd year 5th semester student. Course code is Biochem BT 311 and course title is Principle of Food Science and Nutrition. Today I am going to deliver a video lecture of Unit 2 Food Composition and Chemistry of Minerals. These are the basic outlines on which we are going to focus in this video lecture. So let's start with the minerals. What is mineral? Mineral are the inorganic substances required by human body for proper function. All the chemical elements are the source of the dietary minerals. As we all know that hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen, these four are the most common elements found in our environment. Apart from these four elements, human body needs sodium, magnesium, phosphorus, sulfur, chloride, potassium, iodine, iron, magnesium, and many more nutrients, minerals for the growth of body. In our daily diet, salts are the main mineral source. The composition of salt is sodium and chlorine. Formula is NaCl. These are generally present in body fluids and tissues. There was a committee known as the US Department of Agriculture. This committee has established a recommended dietary allowance and estimated average requirement. These two committee helps to check the population of the world that they whether they take proper nutrients in their diet or not. There are two types of minerals. First one is the macro minerals and second is the micro minerals. Macro means large. It means our body needs large amount of this nutrients or this minerals like sodium, calcium, chloride, magnesium. All of these minerals or nutrients we needed more in large amount. Macro minerals are also known as the major minerals, and these are the basic sources from where we get it, like almonds, milk, table salt, honey, seafood, and many more. There are many more nutrients that we consume in our daily life are the source of minerals. Micro minerals. Micro, as we all know that micro means small. So our body need micro mineral in very small amount. That's the reason we also called it as trace minerals or mineral elements. Iron, cobalt, copper, zinc, iodine. These are the examples of microminerals, and the sources are crab, nuts, meats, beans, lentils, chicken, etc. Human body or animals are same as the plants. As we all know that plants have macronutrients or micronutrients for their growth, for their development. So plants take their nutrients either from the soil, water, or from the sunlight. In the same way, human beings take their nutrients from their diet, from their food. In this slide, I am going to discuss about the sources and function of macrominerals. First one is the calcium. We all know that main source of calcium is milk. Either it's a cows, buffaloes, goats, or mother milk. Apart from milk, seeds, fish, cumin seeds means jeera and coriander seeds means dhania. These are the spices that we consume in our lunch diet or in sabji or dal. So these are the calcium source. How calcium functions in our body? It regulates the muscle contraction. It makes our bones healthy and stronger. Apart from these two functions, calcium acts as a messenger in cell signaling. It is very important for us to build our bone or skeleton healthy. And the US recommended that adults has to consume around 1000 to 1200 mg per day. Next is phosphorus. Sources of phosphorus is milk, eggs, nuts and legumes. They functions of phosphorus are around similar with the calcium. Like it also helps in the formation of a structure of a skeleton. Plus it will helps to make a skeleton more rigid. Phosphorus is used in cell membranes and it is a part of energy molecules like ATP. We all know that ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is the energy source for our body. Apart from ATP, DNA and RNA also contain phosphorus. For a normal adult human being has to consume around 700 mg of phosphorus per day. So it is also a very abundant food source for our life. Next is magnesium. Green leaf vegetables are the main source of magnesium, and magnesium is widely used by the body for metabolic processes. Like in the Embden-Meyerhof pathway, magnesium ion is used to activate the enzyme, so the compound or the molecules will move further and produce a byproduct. Magnesium is the structural component of cell membranes and chromosomes. It is also used in the ion transport, cell signaling, muscle contraction, and cell migration. For a healthy man, they has to consume around 400 to 420 magnesium per day, and for women it is around 310 to 320 mg per day. Apart from these three, there are four more examples of macro minerals: sodium chloride and potassium. As we all know that sodium chloride is the composition for salt, and sodium helps to maintain blood volume and blood pressure. That's the reason why a doctor recommended to the patient of high BP, doctor always recommended them to consume low amount of salt, because sodium are the main reason that will maintain the blood pressure. Around 1.5 to 3.8 gram of sodium chloride has to consume per day. Meanwhile, potassium is also a good source for our body, so we have to consume it daily, because sodium potassium pump is very important for our body, and potassium is act as a electrolyte. So if the level of potassium are low, then it will be quite dangerous for our body, because low potassium level may result in the muscle cramps and abdominal pain. So in our daily life, in our daily diet, we have to consume around 4.7 gram of potassium per day. Seventh, or the last one example of macronutrients, is sulfur. Sulfur is used in most proteins of the body. Sulfur is not required nutrients in the diet, because the main source of sulfur is amino acids. Two amino acids has cysteine and methionine has sulfur. Next is micro minerals. Micro means small. So these are the minerals that we have to consume in small amount. These are the sources and functions: zinc, almonds, cashew, meat, chicken, beef. Main function of zinc is wound healing. Like, very common, a general example, zinc helps to heal the burn infection. It also supports our immune system. It plays very important role in cell division and reproduction. Iron, as we all know that it transports oxygen to our different parts of body. Hemoglobin are consist of iron. Iron is used in the red blood cells, RBC. and it also plays a critical role in the metabolic proteins and enzymes. Iron is found in our body in the form of heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron are bounded within a ring-like molecule which is called as the porphyrin ring. Heme iron is present in RBC. We can correlate heme word with the hemoglobin. Non-heme iron such as iron sulfur cluster proteins, these are basically used to produce energy and act in some metabolic function. So iron is very important microminerals for our body. So in our daily life, a healthy man has to consume around 8 mg iron and a woman has to consume around 18 mg iron. Whereas a pregnant woman has to consume around 27 mg iron. Anemia is the main deficiency that is occurred just because of the deficiency of iron. Iodine. Iodized salt are the best example of iodine. Seafood, seaweed, are also some sources of iodine. We all know that it is the main component of thyroid hormone. It promotes function of thyroid gland, growth and development of cells and brain. It is required for normal thyroid function. And the iodine deficiency can cause brain damage, mental retardation, goiter, and some other health problems. So the nutrition committee has recommended to consume 150 mg iodine per day. Next one is the copper. Crab, nuts, whole grains are the source of copper. Copper helps in the formation of RBCs, means ki red blood cells, and it promotes nervous system function. Deficiency of copper caused poor nutrition, poor absorption, and excessive zinc intake. So the committee has recommended to consume 800 mg copper per day. Apart from these four, cobalt, fluoride, selenium are some examples of micro minerals. So selenium functions in the body in the form of selenoproteins, which may have many metabolic functions. A small amount of selenium has to consume around 55 mg per day. Brazil nuts, these are some sources: pork, beef, chicken, milk. These are some sources of selenium. fluoride. Fluoride hardens tooth enamel and stabilizes the mineral in bones. Fluoride is also a very important component. So, tea, fish with bone. If we consume fish with bones and some fruit juices, these are the best sources of fluoride. Apart from this, we are taking fluoridated drinking water in our daily life. So the average fluoride intake per day with fluoridated drinking water is 1.4 to 3.4 mg, and without fluoridated water it is around 0.3 to 1 mg per day. Last is the cobalt. Cobalt is present in the body as a part of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, cobalt is the cofactors of vitamin B12. So there is no need to take cobalt capsules or cobalt rich compounds separately. We have to just consume vitamin B12. Cobalt is helps to manufacture blood cells, and it also involved in the nervous system function. What happen if we consume excess amount of minerals? There are some adverse effects in our body, like if we consume calcium in very excess amount, then it will cause constipation and some other kidney problem. If we consume zinc, it will malfunction the kidney, vomiting, heart problems, diarrhea. These are some problems or symptoms. Excess amount of iron if present in our body, then diseases related to liver and cardiovascular problems. Human beings has to suffer from these problems. And sodium, if we consume excess amount of sodium, it enhance the risk of stroke, jhatke lagna, and heart related disorders. These are some tests through which doctor or laboratory assistant will detect whether you are healthy or not. So for copper, serum copper are the assay, zinc, plasma zinc or RBC zinc, iron, serum iron males for males and serum iron for females, iodine, serum iodine or urinary iodine, manganese, blood manganese or serum manganese, molybdenum, serum molybdenum, and for selenium, serum selenium and urinary selenium. These are the sources, main sources from where we have to check the particular minerals. Like we have to take serum of human beings, either a male or female, so we can check the copper level. In the same way, for zinc, plasma RBC, for iron separately male female serum, and iodine के लिए भी serum and urinary, for manganese blood and serum. In the same way, molybdenum serum and selenium serum and urinary. This is a very small exercise that I choose and I hope that you will do. Disease caused due to deficiency of minerals in body. Like in this you can write about the goiter disease, which is caused because of the iodine deficiency, or anemia caused because of the iron deficiency. In the same way, you have to describe about all the micro and macro minerals deficiency. These are the learning outcomes which I hope that you will understand the basic role of inorganic substances, that is the minerals, for our development. And this is the references from where I have taken some material, some study material. Thank you.